There is a music feature on this tub. I think we're hooked up to it already.
This is Sofia's new intro song.
Hello, friends, and welcome to another video. This week, I'm going to be building myself an at-home spa from Instagram because I want to be relaxed. Damn it. So, a few months ago, while I was just minding my own business, scrolling on my Instagram feed as one does, I stumbled upon this amazing, show-stopping, beautiful, giant jacuzzi bathtub that had a waterfall effect that made me just want to climb right in and get flushed into oblivion. And after opening the comments, it seemed like everyone else had the same idea. See bath, want bath, need bath. And I knew right then and there that I needed to figure out if this tub was for sale, and by any means necessary, get it to me. And I think the amount of time I spent engaging with this bathtub post kind of unleashed an algorithmic wave of semi-related spa products onto my feed, where the wellness gram, which I was already on the fringes of, met the weird Amazon gadgets gram, and hatched many intriguing, dubious, and seriously desirable-looking massagers, washers, scrubbers, steamers, saunas, and red light lamps that seem to all be on a full spectrum of legitness, from definitely AI to so incredibly expensive that I don't know who would buy this, especially while casually scrolling through Instagram. And as someone who is chronically stiff, tense, and highly strung, I figured it was a sign from the Zuckerberg above that it was time for me to buy some spa products from Instagram and build myself something of an at-home spa, so I can hopefully sweat, soak, drain, and scrub. And I guess we'll all see together if these products are any good. And if they are, it's gonna be the best day ever. But it's the internet, so probably not. But before we get into the tub, I do want to give a quick shout out to the sponsor of today's video, Opera, the faster, safer, and smarter internet browser that will work for you, whether you're mid-massage or sweating in a sauna. Now, we are pretty big Opera fans at this point and have been using it for actually years now. I kind of consider it my little productivity hub for writing, researching, and absolutely optimizing shopping online for things I probably don't need. This month's hyperfixation, Mongolian yurts. And what I love the most about Opera is all of its customizable features. Like, to give your browser a zen personalized touch, you can super easily change your Opera browser's theme. Maybe a little Rhineat for some calming drizzly visuals, or Frutiger Aero for an aquatic bubble bath vibe. And then of course we have My Goat, their Tab Island feature, which allows you to group together similar tabs and collapse and expand them. And with Opera's newest update, you can even name them whatever you want and color code them at will. All things that will help me towards my goal of opening up more tabs than any other human on Earth. I'm also a huge fan of their split screen feature, which now lets you split things up to 4 ways just by pulling your tabs downwards. And to fully optimize your control panel vibes, Opera's pop-out video player feature allows you to detach and move around any video anywhere on the screen you want, whether it's research or trickling stream ASMR, in case you want to complement your script writing with a nice walk in the woods. So if you want to support our channel and check out Opera, it's totally free. Just use my link in the description below to download Opera today. So with that, thanks again to Opera, and now, let's go get ourselves an at-home spa. Now obviously, the first product I'm gonna try and get is my mystical jacuzzi bathtub. Now there are a lot of bathtubs, jacuzzi tubs, and bathtub enhancers on Instagram. There are some things that you can like clip on or add to your existing bathtub, like sort of like bubble mats, and also like clip on jacuzzi jets. Although these ones might have another function as well. There are also accessories to make your bathing experience cold, like this dangling ice tray to, I guess, make your shower colder than just taking a cold shower, as well as a whole category of kind of like collapsible or portable bathtubs. Like this purple one kind of looks like a version of that collapsible mini washing machine we bought for our TikTok cleaning products video, but just big enough for a person, basically. It does seem kind of small, potentially too small for me, but I am interested by the kind of like zip up function. You like zip yourself in to it and like steam yourself. And then there are cool shower heads and bathtubs just for sale, including this one, which is going to be mine. Now this is maybe a little bit of a stretch as an at-home spa product because it's not really like portable or like necessarily like easy to install or get, but it just looks so cool. I'm so mesmerized by it. I completely agree with this commenter, 1111 Star Power. She says, like a huge toilet, flush, I'm going in. That's exactly how I feel. This account is called Alead Swim Pools. They have 60,000 followers, so they're not complete randos, but it's not like a well-known tub company or anything. And all of their posts are about like sort of, I guess, bathtubs, pools, literal entire pools, pool cleaners, and saunas. Look at that thing. It's an infinity heated swimming pool you can just buy? ? That seems crazy. And the buying process itself only adds to the mysterious aura. Firstly, because I feel like you don't usually buy like large home appliances like randomly on Instagram from an account you just stumbled upon. I feel like it's usually from like a company you know, maybe in person at Best Buy. Though maybe I'm on the outs here because this isn't the only account selling giant pools on Instagram.
Me again. Swim spas.
But also because it seems like the way you purchase this item is through WhatsApp. Like, the way you do it is you literally message this company on WhatsApp and say, hello, it's me, I want this tub, please. So this one's for 1111 Star Power and me. I'm gonna message them on WhatsApp and start the purchasing process. And then we will see how we buy it from there. We don't even know how much it costs right now, but I'm gonna guess not that cheap. So with that DM sent, that is the jacuzzi portion of our spa a check, hopefully. All right, so next up we have a lymphatic draining massager. And I would say this product sits right in the middle part of the Venn diagram of all of the different massaging type products on Instagram, like massaging mats and definitely AI massaging hand backpacks and the general draining products. There's a lot of stuff out there about draining excess lymph, depuffing yourself, draining toxins out of your body. People are all about draining, man. And though I think we've decided that nebulously detoxing products don't really do anything, I am interested in moving or draining excess lymph fluid out of my face and body. There are some that are as simple as like little mini like facial suction cups. There are also like lymphatic draining vibrating plates. You like get on like a vibrating plate to like get your like lymph system going. I did almost want to get one of those, but I decided instead that we should get this thing, mostly because the ads seem incredibly unrealistic, but at the same time, like prey upon my like direct concerns.
Do me a favor, press your thumb deep right here. If it feels like concrete, stop scrolling.
This is the Hizoo massager, which basically is marketing itself as a neck massager that is a beauty tool. And I think their claim is that your neck and shoulder muscles are so strained and tense that it is dragging down your face, aging you, blocking your lymphatic pathways, and making your face puffy.
That's why I use this GateKet product from Korea called Hizoo. This is the only thing that has actually made a permanent difference in my face.
And I've seen a ton of ads about this thing, all of which seem to make a lot of big claims.
When people think you're on Ozempic, but you're actually just unclogging your neck.
In a variety of arenas, not just aesthetics.
It's not just a massager, it's a manual override for your nervous system.
I didn't realize my neck tension was keeping me awake. It makes so much sense now.
But as someone with incredibly tense shoulders, neck, and jaw, this is my kryptonite. So I figured we had to try it out. Because though the ads seem at least a little bit snake oily, they seem at least a little bit AI voiced, they seem at least a little bit exaggerated in the results that they're showing. That doesn't mean that it doesn't work. We don't know that yet. It could still work. Now, looking at the account itself, there's kind of a mix of green and red flags. It has almost 40,000 followers. It has a couple of followers that I know. It does also have some recommendations from physical therapists and chiropractors, but my spidey senses are still tingling. So besides me just wanting it, I think this is a good mystery product because I actually don't know what we're gonna get. Though for $200 plus shipping, it is an expensive internet gamble. But that's the massage portion of our spa a check. And then our next product is kind of like a 2-in-1. There is so much content, so many products on Instagram about both saunas, infrared saunas, sweating out your toxins, and also a lot of content about how good red light therapy is like for your whole body, for like anti-aging, for your skin, how it looks, but also just like general healing. And besides this product covering sauna and red light, it also checks the extremely expensive box of Instagram products, which is a category because some of these things can get pretty crazy, like this $2,000 crystal chakra mat or $800 sound mat.
Wow. That was amazing.
Now, red light devices in general are very pricey, as I think the price scales with the number and power of the bulbs. Like all of the sort of like red light face masks are all at least a couple $100. I did find a full body like LED red light blanket, which is $10,000. And saunas can also get pretty pricey. They have the whole range on Instagram, from sauna blankets to foldable tents, some that you can like walk into, some that are boxes that you trap yourself in, some that are just like sort of hot lights you could put anywhere. But the product that caught my eye is this sauna dome, which seems to be the perfect mashup. One, it is a hot sauna. It also does have some red lights in it, and also it's compact. I mean, it's this kind of dome that you lay down in, but once you're done, you can like accordion it back into a little ottoman, basically, which I feel like really gives it that at-home advantage. There are a couple of sauna domes on Instagram. The one we're gonna get is this one from Heathealer, and the account looks like pretty legit. It has 72,000 followers. The page looks pretty curated. And also apparently Kourtney Kardashian gave it 5 stars on her website, which isn't necessarily the gold standard, but it is at least one other person who likes it too. So we're going for it. All right, so this thing is $2,000, but I knew that already, so I'm prepared. We're gonna pay that much for it. Once we opened the door to red light plus at-home sauna, we knew that it was gonna get expensive. So that is the sweat station of our spa, a check. And then to finish off our at-home spa lineup, I figured we needed some kind of face type machine. Now, face machines are everywhere on my Instagram feed. There are a fair amount of like handheld devices, some of which I've seen before, but I figured rather than pursue like a daily skin tune-up device, we should try and find something that was more like a facial, but at home. Which led me to some of the more water-based contraptions. Like there were a number of facial cold plunges. I think the product in this video is just a bowl for ice and water, potentially sparkling water, if you're that one guy with the viral morning routine. This gadget I thought was kind of cool. It's called the Frost Steam, which is kind of like contrast therapy for your face. There's like a steamer part and a cold plunge part, but it is on Kickstarter, so it is not currently available.
Kind of looks like a hot pot. The shabu is your face.
You are the shabu. The shabu is you. But the product that actually jumped out to me the most was this face vacuum / power washer from Commodery Skin Co. It's this kind of like facial device where you like glide it along your skin and it uses water to remove the gunk and then shows you the gunk that comes out of your face. So you end up with like a capsule of dirty water from your face. I've seen machines like this in like fancy facial videos before, so I am intrigued and I feel like we could get some good gunk out of my face. There is gunk potential in this face, specifically in this area. Now, looking at their page, Commodery Skin Co. seems like a decently legitimate account. It has almost 20,000 followers. They have a few different face machines on their page. I do recognize this device as one that was very viral on TikTok, and I'm not sure if people ended up liking it or not. I definitely recall some gnarly dupes bouncing around on TikTok Shop, so not sure if that's a good or a bad thing yet. I guess we'll see. Now, on their website, the gadget we want is called the Pore Cleanse Hydration Handset. Ooh, I do like the sound of hydro infusion and vortex suction. Vortex! That sounds good to me, man. And I think this thing seems like a good final stop for our at-home spa. I mean, what could go wrong? Yay, I'm excited. So with that, we have all of our at-home spa products purchased. The still in progress WhatsApp bathtub, the Hizoo magic neck massager, the Heathealer sauna dome, and this beautiful face sucker. And the next time you see me, I'll have my haul. All right, and now it is finally time for my spa day. I'm very excited and fully prepared. Do not zoom in on the feet, please. How dare you do that? And we set up a whole little spa area in the back of our office here where we have a variety of stations for our different appliances. So without further ado, let's test. And we're gonna start off with my side table. Just kidding, it's a sauna. Now this product did end up being a little bit bigger than I thought it would be. I would say the vibe is podium.
Yeah. You're about to give a Model UN speech.
The vibe is speaker series. But thankfully there wasn't a lot of assembly required. It came just as kind of 2 big pieces that you fit together, as well as a control panel and some other accessories and a nice mat. Oh God, it's heavy. Oh my God. It's on my foot. The mat does have crystals in it, and crystals are also another name for rocks.
It's like gravel.
So the mat is filled with rocks. And then there's the two main arches that slide over each other to make the retractable dome.
Oh, damn.
That was awesome. Yeah. Wait, this is luxury.
Yeah.
Hold on. But don't do what I did and forget about the mat in the corner. Oh my God. I'm fine. Because the setup goes mat, then towel cover, then dome. And after plugging all of the pieces into the control panel, does it look cool?
It does.
It was time to sauna. All right, let's get in, shall we?
Yeah.
There's a chance I'll be longer than the dome.
Okay.
Oh, but maybe not too much longer.
No? You just kicked it out a little bit? That's good.
just a little.
It adjusts.
Oh yeah, wait, there's more.
Full submergence.
Based on all the pictures we've seen, I think you are supposed to keep your head out.
I don't think you can suffocate in there, but I think it's just like...
We probably shouldn't test that.
No.
We shouldn't try. And after Velcroing on our little business class curtain to keep the heat trapped in, I like it.
Already?
I am having fun right now.
Yeah, it's kind of like a super pillow fort, right?
Yeah. We turned on the power and the red light. Oh yeah, we can go up.
Yeah.
I'll put on 70. I think I can handle it. And immediately, I was snug as a bug in a rug. Hello. I'm liking it, Ty. This is good. Now this thing does heat up really fast.
Give us the inside scoop.
Maybe since it's just a little tube, there's not that much air volume to warm. Hot dogs or legs. I'm like a rotisserie thigh right now. It's like my own personal little one-woman Space Mountain hot hideaway. I love it in here.
Don't see the GoPro. Oh, it's hot. I can feel it. It's emanating heat. Damn, dude.
And even though I was already sweating, having your head out does seem like it would make it easier to hang out in there for a long time. The mat is also supposed to be doing something. It has PEMF technology in it, which I guess is why it's plugged into the control panel. I don't totally know what that is, but it has something to do with electromagnetic fields. I just wonder if like the towel like blocks them. Like, is it just vibes? All right, well, we'll see. I guess we won't see. We'll have no idea. But even if the mat doesn't really do anything at all, I am still in a hot red tube, which is what I wanted.
There's kind of like Mario vibes.
Oh yes, like his little pipes?
Yeah.
It's a me. I called me Kardashian. But after sitting in there for about 30 minutes... Hello?
What's up?
It's getting kind of hot.
Are you done?
I don't know. I think the only downside of a sauna ottoman that I can see is... It doesn't have a suitcase smell. But it does have like a bit of a bag smell. But I feel like we can probably air that out.
You kind of seem rejuvenated.
I thought that was pretty good. The only other thing I wonder is, since it's easier to have your head out, I wonder if it's less good for you than having it be totally in. Like, because you're not suffering as much, I wonder if you're not getting all the benefits. But you can't have everything. All right, so shall we move on to our next stop?
Yeah.
It's right behind me, looming there, excitingly. And hopefully not intimidatingly. So after our sweat sesh, it seemed like the right time to take a bath. All right, and welcome to our hot tub station. Ta-da!
This is the one that launched the video.
Yes, the bathtub that launched 1,000 WhatsApp DMs. Okay. Story time. As you guys saw, we did DM the WhatsApp number in the Alead swim pool's bio, and we were able to get someone to respond, and they did send us a purchase invoice, but the seller strongly recommended that we have a China logistics agent, which I think is someone in China who helps facilitate the shipping of the tub from the factory to our studio. And actually, our producer did know someone who kind of fit that spec. So we consulted with him as to what kind of questions we should ask the seller for more details, specs of the tub, and different payment methods we could use, and after asking a number of these questions, they ghosted us. I don't think that means they are definitely a fake account, but I think they just decided we were too difficult to deal with and not worth the trouble. So, determined to somehow get this tub, we reverse image searched it and found a listing for what seems to be the exact same tub on Alibaba, which isn't the best, but we've come this far. And from there, through a number of messages with our new friend Judy, we were able to get all the information we needed and purchase the tub. And 4 months later, it arrived. Technically, this is not just supposed to be a hot tub, it's supposed to be like an actual bathtub, but in its current state, it is acting as more of a jacuzzi situation. So we put a plug in the drain hole and filled it up with the hose, heated up the water with heat sticks, and put some chlorine in the water, and voila, a jacuzzi. And because I know we've all been waiting for it, Oh my God, this is awesome. It's even more beautiful than I imagined.
All right, we're in.
And first impressions, this bathtub was actually even bigger than I imagined, especially with all this extra seating.
Like, if this was your actual bathtub in your actual house, this would feel luxurious and spa-like, I think. I think totally spa-like.
And adding to the spa vibes are our Safiya X Homesick collab candles, which are burning nicely right next to our tub.
Right here, baby. Still available on homesick.com.
We have our soothing ginger tea spa theme park scent, our crisp and woodsy ice hotel scent, and our warm, ambery, fancy hotel lobby Vegas casino scent.
Wafting my way right now, and they could be wafting your way. All right, back to the jets.
And obviously, I wanted to start with the waterfall.
Yeah, ooh. Paging TLC, baby.
Which I would say did fulfill my toilet bowl fantasies.
The water pressure is not strong, so it's not like a massage, but it is very pleasant. Very pleasant.
To anyone wondering, it isn't really like being flushed down a toilet.
Welcome to the rainforest.
It's more like being in your own little personal water park.
It is loud, but it's awesome.
Though I did almost accidentally get flushed.
I just got sucked up the filter,
Oh yeah?
and I stopped the jets for a second.
It's like Final Destination Alibaba edition.
But other than that, this thing is lovely.
Overall, for some reason, it's giving me like I'm a little teacup vibes. Like I'm just like in the middle of this like brew, and I'm just in the middle of like a little roiling kettle or something, you know?
Now, besides the waterfall, there are also some traditional jets as well that have a little more pressure to them.
Oh yeah, this is nice. Oh, I'm getting a foot massage right now and you can't even see.
And there are also a few party tub features, like some lights.
Nice.
Rave tub, rave tub, rave tub.
It only has one mode, which is to cycle through a rainbow, but that was fine by me.
Oh, it's purple. I love it.
And it's even better in the dark.
Rave tub, rave tub, rave tub.
And there's also a music feature which you connect to via Bluetooth.
Nice.
What a banger.
The sound quality really is great.
Yeah, where is it coming from?
Yeah, is it coming out of your ass?
I kind of felt like it was coming from the ceiling.
The speakers are actually inside the tub, so the sound is kind of reverberating through the water and you. Now, without question, this tub is pretty awesome.
This is the best.
The finishes aren't the most luxurious, the touchscreen buttons are a little hard to press, and it is from Alibaba, so who knows how long it will truly last. But for now, I am loving it.
Okay, I'm feeling sufficiently soaked, relaxed, and so I think it's time for us to move on to our next step. Shall we?
Let's do it.
I'm pretty wet, so I'm gonna have to dry off.
So after a little soak, next up is our massage.
That's right. Here we have our Hizoo lymphatic draining massager. Hizoo, Hizoo. Could be either. I think actually the ads say both.
And despite the many questionable ads, I would say coming out of the box,
Oh, okay. A linen bag. That's kind of nice.
this thing actually seemed pretty promising.
Honestly, electronics test, this thing is not that light. It has some heft to it.
So surprisingly, so far so good.
Oh, okay. I think that looks okay.
Yeah.
Now it looks like there are a few buttons on the side that turn the massaging prongs on, slow it down, speed it up, and turn the heat on.
Looks like Registeel.
Oh my God, it does.
Reggie Rock. And though it seems to be functioning well, there's only one way to find out for sure.
I hope my head fits in here.
Right.
And that's to get up on it.
Oh, that's too low. Too high.
All right, Goldilocks.
And once I had it just right,
Better? Oh, okay. Oh my God. Ow. Oh, this might be extremely painful. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm scared.
it was go time.
Oh, 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 ah, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, ow.
And immediately, I was launched into another dimension.
Oh my God, ow, 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 ow.
Now, I knew I had tense shoulders, scalp, ears, jaw,
Ah, I'm gonna cry.
Are you serious?
I'm gonna start crying.
Are you back in Spermo Sando?
I'm gonna start crying.
I mean, basically everyone who's ever touched my head has told me that.
Oh.
Are you okay?
But I wasn't prepared for just how much this little machine would absolutely bring me to my knees.
Oh my God, Tyler, this is the craziest thing that's ever happened to me. Oh, okay.
Stop making noises so I can talk to you.
Okay, can you pause it?
Yeah.
Can you pause it?
Okay.
Why don't we all just take a break here?
I'm gonna cry.
How's your relaxing spa day?
Whoa.
Now this massage, in theory, should be like some other treatments I've gotten, but those were admittedly all from humans.
This is a machine, right? So it is just going and probing and prodding me with no regard for human life.
But despite my screams of pain, I actually think it felt kind of good.
I think the fact that it hurts so much means I need it desperately.
Yeah.
I think that there is power, there is strength, there is truth in the pain.
So we forged onwards.
You want more?
Yeah, let's do more. Oh, oh.
Now, I think I might have originally been riding a little low.
If I move up a little bit, it's actually a little bit less painful. Whatever I was just rubbing was like right underneath my ears and it was crazy.
But I also think that after a few minutes, I started to get used to it a little bit.
Okay, things are settling into nice. Or maybe I've worked through some initial pushback.
And even though it was still sore, it started to feel a little bit more therapeutic. Like maybe I was being drained.
Just breathing through it. Just breathing through it.
And before I knew it, the 10-minute timer was up.
I think it just stopped.
I survived.
Oh my God, that was crazy.
Now, there is no question that this thing beat the crap out of me.
I feel like if I was bald, I would have bruises tomorrow. You know what I mean?
I mean, even with my ample body hair, you can still see the bruise on my neck.
Damn. Ow.
It's like a hickey.
But despite all that, I did come out of this feeling pretty refreshed, sort of like a wrung out dirty towel.
I kind of feel like I can hear better right now.
Now, in the ads, they do say over and over that you'll see a difference in your face after just 1 week.
After using it for a week, my morning puffiness was noticeably reduced, my jawline looked more defined, and I finally stopped looking permanently tired.
So I decided to take the machine home and use it for 7 days. And over the course of the week, I would say I definitely got used to the sensation. The heat is actually key, and even though I wouldn't say I look that different, what's more important is how you feel.
And I honestly do think this thing is helping my shoulders feel less tense.
Also, apparently Mia Maples recently tried this gadget as well, and she also liked it. So maybe this product is kind of good, it's just that their ads are all AI slop, which makes me not able to fully trust them as a company. But after being thoroughly massaged and maybe drained, it's time to move on to our final spa gadget, our facial station.
This is the Pore Cleanse Hydration Handset from Commodery Skin Co. And I think it is a pore blaster, sucker, and moisture infuser. I think that's the idea.
Now this device is supposed to be basically like a Hydrafacial at home.
There she is.
Which is a professional treatment you can get that sucks the dirt and impurities out of your pores and spits out custom serums to infuse them into your skin at the same time.
I do like that it says glowing skin in a few weeks on the back.
Yeah.
Like it's being realistic. Glowing skin in a few weeks.
And these types of facials are actually pretty expensive, so the idea of having an at-home Hydrafacial device does make sense.
Ta-da! The sucker.
And after unboxing our device, I would say it looks medium legit, but the instructions are kind of vague and unspecific, so we're gonna try and do our best.
All right, so the first mode is warm mode, for which I do need the fancy, like, split water tank.
So I filled her up with their dedicated serum and turned her on, but immediately I could tell something was wrong.
Is it supposed to just be dry sucking? This is hot, dry sucking right now.
I think this thing is supposed to suck with some ferocity, but it's also supposed to jet out liquid and be gentle enough so that you can glide the head across your face.
This is not right. Do you see this?
Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, yep.
And not only was there not that much liquid coming out of this thing, the suction head was so strong that I couldn't get any gliding action at all.
Okay, it's on the lowest intensity and it is just sucking my face.
I had started off with a clean bare face, but to try and troubleshoot, I put some of their serum on to create some moisture.
It's just kind of watery.
It looks very thin.
So there's no way that it's gonna be enough to glide.
And I was right, it didn't really help.
No. It's a no from me, dog. This is a no.
Yeah, look at that.
I literally am gonna get marks.
All I could do was pull.
With some like microdermabrasion machines, like you kind of do like a suck and lift.
but none of the videos that I've seen on their website are suck and lift. It's all glide, glide, glide.
Do one more in your forehead real quick, because you're getting a mark already.
Oh!
You gotta stop using that thing.
And I tried all the modes: warm, vacuum, cleaning, and ice.
It is cold. Okay, that's the wateriest mode so far.
You feel some wet?
Yeah, but it's still just sucking me.
What are you sucking right now, your nose?
On cleaning mode, I was able to get it to glide a little on my forehead.
Oh.
I think because the skin is a little more taut.
Okay, wait, it's working. Sort of.
But it looks very harsh, Sofia.
Are you worried?
Yeah.
But when I tried to force a gliding motion on my chin, like really drag it across, this is what happened.
Stop. Yeah, I would not do that again.
I hickied myself.
It looks like you went on like a crazed middle school date.
Chin hickey?
Yeah, some insane hickey from a dance floor makeout.
So overall, we could not get this thing to work.
This is not my friend. Friendship rescinded with Commodery Skin Co.
I hate this thing.
Tyler's upset.
I'm steaming back here.
Now, I tried to look for even more reviews and tutorials online to see if we could make this work. Interestingly, Commodery does have a tutorials page on their website, which once you get there is totally blank. But based on other people's videos, it does seem like it does work for some people, but a fair amount of people also had the same experience that I did.
I still cannot figure out how to use it without scarring my face.
And I think it's a little weird that Commodery was in the comments of this video responding to people, saying that they would DM them a tutorial but not publicly post it. As a last-ditch attempt, we did try and emulate a Hydrafacial scenario even more by also using a facial steamer the whole time, and I was able to get a little more gliding action, but the face hickeys were still too intense for my liking.
Horrible. The worst one yet.
And some of these didn't fade after a few minutes.
That's my skin, I'm pretty sure.
So I personally think that this at-home facial device is just a little bit too hard to use and too hardcore with the sucking.
Not a good indoor spa. Come to the Sofia studio spa and you'll leave with a hickey on your chin.
And maybe also on your shoulder.
So overall, I would say we had a pretty decent hit rate here.
Our sauna was expensive, but generally good. The tub was a serious hassle, but I'm very happy that I now have it, and I am still friends with my Hizoo for now, but the sucker still sucks way too hard.
So thank you all for attending my spa day. Make sure to smash that subscribe button if you feel so inclined, and I will see you guys next time.